Hello, good afternoon, and I hope everyone is feeling well. Welcome to Digital Defender, my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll guide you through the process of configuring a home directory and creating user account in a Windows 2016 server environment. Whether you are managing IT operation or stepping into the cybersecurity roles, these essential skills will streamline your administrative tasks. So let's get started. So let me go to this file. I'll be using this server, which is 2016, and this is my local server. This is the computer name, security hacker. This is the domain name, malik.com. This is the IPv6. That means I'm connecting with my home network. I'm using in all of my YouTube videos that you see, I'm using a bridge adapter because I like it. I want to connect with the network. I want to do hands-on lab in a real world environment. So this is my Ethernet and everything is configured well. So let's get started. I have a request from my manager says configuring a home directory and creating user. He told me create a username Emma Malik, the department is IT, title is cybersecurity operation, and this is the company phone number, and this is the Malik, this is the email, and add this Emma Malik to admin. And this is the special request. He wanted me to give her access to her personal drive. I want to complete this as fast as possible with a step by step, and then I'll do some more stuff, extra stuff. So in order to create a user, before I can create a user, let me create a folder name home. The File Explorer, this PC, and local disk C. Right click and click new, and I'll create a home folder. And I want to share this home folder as administrator owner. To do this, right click, click properties, sharing, click on share to find the path. Basically, that's why I'm sharing. So administrator owner and done. You will see a path something like // security hacker / home. This is path is very important, which I'm gonna use it when I'm giving special access to the Emma Malik user. And also you can find this home folder on your client machine using this path. So just remember this path. It is security hacker / home, which I'm gonna use it later. So let me now create the user Emma Malik tools, Active Directory user in computer, and then right click on user, new user. First name is Emma, the last name is Malik, and the login is A Malik. Next, on remove test, type the password. Click next. Oops, the password did not match. Make sure you type the password correctly. Next, and finish. As you see, the user has been created named Emma Malik. Now let me assign information to this. To the department, the job title is cybersecurity operation. As you see it here. And the department is IT, and the company phone number in email. Department is IT. And let me go to the general. Let me add the phone number. I'll just add the random phone number. Let's say 203. Then let's say 876 and 7777. And the email is malik.com, which is my domain name, and hit apply and OK. Now the request still says add the Emma Malik to the admin group. To do this, right click on Imam Malik properties, and in the properties click on member, click add, and let me type admin name, click OK. Now she's administrator user now. Apply, click OK. Imam Malik has been added to administrator group. To check member, she is admin user now. So to do this, as I said, we need to copy the path. Now I'm doing this step. I need to give her access to the personal drive. To do this, which I already created a home folder and I shared it as administrator honorably. So to go to the to give her special permission or access to the personal drive, go to the file explorer for Emma, this PC, local disk C, right click on the home, properties, click sharing, and this is the path we needed to give access to her personal drive. So copy, come to the user again, properties, and in the properties click on profile, click connect, and pass the path there. And I'll just give backward slash emalik because I want to create another folder name emalik for this will be a personal drive for Imam Malik. And if you apply and click OK, now if you go back to the folder, home folder, file explorer, this PC, and local disk C, home folder, emalik folder has been created. To check whether this path is directly associated with this Imam Malik, in other words, is this really her personal drive or not? You need to right click on this, properties, click on share, and if you see Malik is here after security hacker, home, and Malik. Let me log in on a client machine. If you log in on a client machine, you will see there will be automatically a shared network drive has been created already for Imam Malik, which is interesting. You don't need to manually create or do the map network drive for Imam Malik. So there should be Imam Malik shared drive has been created. While it's logging in, let me go to one more step. I want to do extra since I'm done with this, or let me wait for this anyway. I want to completely done this and then I'll go with another one. So I'm logging in now as an Imam Malik, and now there will be a shared network drive inside this PC. In order to check, to go to File Explorer, make this bigger, and this PC. As you see, Imam Malik personal drive has been created, and it has been automatically created because we give a path on server to Imam Malik, and the path was we got from a home folder, as you saw. Now let me create. So this is the permission. This is all the request I completed, and this is how the NTFS permission works. Of course, let me log out, sign out, and do some little bits extra practice, and then I'll wrap up the demo. Let's say I create a user, or the manager came to me and he said, hey, can you create a user and don't add him to the administrator group, or just create a user and check if normal user and check if he has access to the Emma Malik folder or not, since he's not admin. Let's say I want to create a user named Grace Malik and the login is G Malik, right? Remove this, type password and type password again. He's not admin user. This is Grace Malik. To check properties, member of, he's not even admin. Let's log in as on a client machine as a Grace Malik, or let me even give the path to this Grace Malik to see if he is still able to have access to Imam Malik folder or not. So copy the home properties and copy this path. Before, the Imam Malik was admin, right? And once we log in a client machine, there was automatically a shared drive was created for Imam Malik, and he was admin user, and that's all we did for the personal. Imam Malik got access to his personal drive. But now I created a Grace Malik. He is not admin, right? He's not admin, but I gave him a path. Even I gave him a path to the home folder, and let's see if he has access. I'll type G Malik for this and see if Grace Malik will have access to the home folder or not. If you go to the home folder, G Malik is right there. Now let me log in as a Grace Malik. So this will be G Malik. Type password for this. I'll log in as Grace Malik. And if you go there to confirm, is this Grace Malik really associate, or is the path really goes straight, NTFS permission path really goes straight to the Grace Malik or not? Right click, properties, and click on share. If you see G Malik is right there, that means G Malik path is there on user. And if you click on share, G Malik has a read and write permission. And if you click on Emma Malik folder, if you go to the properties, and in the properties sharing, the E Malik, as I earlier showed, the path, this is to confirm that E Malik path is there on a user. And if you click on share, it is automatically there, Emma Malik, the read write. So let me log in. Let me wait for Emma Malik to log in and see if, now for Grace Malik to log in and see if he has access to the Emma Malik folder or not. As an non-admin user, it is a non-admin user, but he has access. Non-admin user, but I gave him a path. Let's see if he has access or not. So go to the File Explorer. Make this bigger, this PC. As you see, the drive has been created, right? Automatically. And let me check if he has access or not. Go to the paths of home folder, scary hacker, and click on home folder. You see, the Windows cannot access to security group. You know why? Because he is not admin user. I know the shared drive has been created. That is because we give a path to the user to create a network shared drive. I know the personal drive has been created, but since he is not admin user, as we just saw, I log in as a Grace Malik and he doesn't have access to the Imam home folder because special permission has been given to Imam Malik user. And those who are admin user, so the Grace Malik is not able to have access to the home folder. And keep in mind that if you give a path to the Grace Malik, and if you are still not admin group, you will not have access to the home folder on a client Windows machine, as we just gave a path to Grace Malik, and Grace Malik got just a share network share drive automatically, but still he doesn't have access to the home folder because he's not admin. And the Grace Malik, like as you saw, doesn't have access to the home folder on a client Windows machine because home folder share as an administrator, and only administrator and all those users that is an administrator group, and as well as has a home shared folder path along with administrator will have access to it on a client machine. And even if you add Grace Malik to the administrator without adding him a home folder to Grace Malik, Grace Malik will have access to home folder and 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 Emma Malik folder, but Grace Malik will not have automatically share drive on File Explorer, which is not appropriate. So let me do this. Let me give this administrator privilege. Let's say, let me disconnect this and let me go to the, let me sign out this. That's because I want to give this administrator privilege because I shared this drive as administrator. If you saw earlier, I went to the properties and I click on sharing and I shared this as administrator, if you remember that, right? So since this is administrator shared, so I want to create now the user all that you want to give path to the home to those user, they have to be admin user in order to have access, or you need to manually add a normal user without without an administrator group. You need to manually add it to the home folder and they will have access to, which I will do it right now. So let's say I want to give Grace Malik administrator privileges. Say member, add admin, check name, and apply, and okay. Now if we log in as a Grace Malik, he will have access to the home folder along with network shared drive, I believe. Let's see. I removed it and see. Let's see right now if it has been created again or not. If you go to this PC, as you see, it has been created back again. And if you go to the path security hacker, if you click on home, as you see, he got access to his own folder and also Imam Malik because he's admin user. So what? Let's say 1 second. My bad. Let's say he's on the admin, but he doesn't have access to personal drive. Will this drive will be created automatically? No, it will not. He will still be able to have access to the home folder as an admin user, but the automatic network shared drive will not be created. You need to manually create it for this Grace Malik, but it will not be created for him. Let's see. Let me go there. Properties. Let me remove the path. file, I removed it. Now check again on a client machine. Me sign out and sign in. As you have been see, I was keep logging in and the network share drive was keep creating for those user automatically, and now I'm just logging in as admin user. He will still have access as admin to the home folder, but he will not have access, or he will not have automatically network share drive. You need to manually create a network map the network drive. You need to automatically do it that. So if you log in as a Grace Mike, let me see. He is only admin. He doesn't have a path to personal drive as a manager requested. So in this case, the network share drive will not be there. If you go to File Explorer, you need to manually do the map network drive for Grace Mike. If you click on this PC, see there is no drive. And if you go to the quick access and you click on the go to the path, security hacker, click on home. As you see, he is still able to create access to these folder home and their subfolder. And if you click on Grace Malik and if you type the path, let me now the thing is of this home folder, you will need to manually create a map the network drive. You need to map the network drive manually because he's only admin. We removed the path from the Grace Malik. To do this, I don't see it here, right? So I need to map the network drive manually for him. Copy the path, finish, and you will see it here now. As you see, Grace Malik network share drive. Now I manually map the network drive for him, and before it was automatically keep creating for him. So let me now create another user and another user, or let me give a little bit description for this. So if I add the Grace Malik for the first time as administrator, no, right now as administrator without any path, and Grace Malik will got access to the home folder and Emma Malik folder, but Grace Malik will not have automatically shared drive on a file explorer, which is not appropriate, right? It is not appropriate. We manually created, right? It's supposed to be automatically created, which I did before this. So in a conclusion, to make a perfect shared NTFS file permission, we need to add a user to administrator group first because we shared a home folder as administrator honor only, and copy that path and click on connect that we did and paste it there. And if we log in on a Windows client machine and go to this PC, and there we will see the Grace Malik drive has been created automatically for Grace Malik because we give the path, and he is also the admin user, right? He is also the admin user, along with basically he is the admin user, and also we give the path. So this drive was automatically created for Grace Malik. And if you don't give a path and if you make only admin, you will need to either create a you will need to map the network drive, or you need to, if not, there will be no shared drive, no shared drive, like as we just see it, right? Just saw it earlier, right? And but you still have access to the secure to the home folder because you are an admin. So now let's create another user, and another username will be, let's say, Jack. So I'll create a new user named Jack. Let's say Jack Malik, and the user log will be J Malik. It says already chosen. That's it. Let me type no. I'll type no, the username, and the user login name will be and Malik, and then click next. I'll remove this check mark and let me type the password for this user. So I'll create this user, but this user, let me say the manager came to me and he said, hey, the new will come tomorrow. He's a new employer. I don't want him to be admin, and I still want him to have access to the home folder. Here is how you can do this. You need to manually add Noah Malik to the home folder. You need to go to the File Explorer. You need to go to this PC, and in this PC click on Local Disk C. On Home right click, Properties, and in the Properties click on Sharing, Advanced Sharing, Permission, and click Add, and I'll type no, check name, click OK, and I'll give full control, apply, and OK. And also I'll click apply here too, and OK. And if you go to the security, you need to edit, add no here as well, and OH, and click on check name and click OK. I'll give full control, apply, and OK. So we added him manually to this home folder. Otherwise, as we did it earlier, we didn't give admin rights to the Grace Malik, and he was not having access to the home folder. So now the manager told me, hey, no, he's a new employer, he's gonna come tomorrow, but don't give him admin rights. Only give him a path, and that's all. And he has to have access to the home folder. So to do this, we add him manually to home folder. He is not admin. If you go back and check, right click on normally properties, the properties click member of, and in the member of, he is no member of admin, right? So we manually added him. So let me give a path to this to personal drive. To do this, you need to go to properties and just copy this path. And if you click on share, as you see, no has been added. He is not admin user. We manually added him. Click on security. No, he's right there with a full control. But he is not admin, remember. So I need to go to the no Malik properties, and in the properties click on profile, connect, and paste the path / and Malik, because I want to create another folder name in Malik inside the home folder. Click apply and OK. So that's all we did. That's all we need to do. You go to the home folder, there is in Malik folder has been created, and if you want to confirm whether this is for no Malik or not, you need to go to right click properties sharing, and you see in Malik is right there. It is under security hacker home in no Malik, and if you click on share, see no Malik has been added to this no and Malik folder, because we created the user no Malik, and for that he is a non-admin user. Since he is non-admin user and the manager told me to, he is not a manager, he is not admin user, and the manager told me don't add him to administrator group. I only give him access to the home folder and give a path to personal drive. So we give the path to his personal drive, and now let's to the user, right? We go to the properties and we give the path to the no Malik to the home folder, right? And he's not admin. So now let me log into the Windows as a no Malik. So if you want to log in, there will be a shared drive that has been automatically created, and also normally will have access to home folder and its subfolders, right? If you log in as a no Malik, the username is nmalik, and type the password. Let's wait for this. If you go to the file explorer, there will be a network shared drive for no Malik that has been automatically created. He's not admin, but he will still have access to the home folder because we manually added him. If we don't manually added him, there will be a network drive that has been that automatically created like we did for the Grace, but he will not have access to the home folder because he's not admin, and home folder was shared as administrator only, right? You need to keep in mind this, that, and remember, the home folder is shared as administrator. Anytime you are creating a user, the user has to be an admin user in order to have access. Even if you give a user a path to that home folder, he will not, the user will not have access to the home folder because he is an admin user and the home folder has been shared as administrator. And if you want to give access to the home folder a user without administrator, like just we did it right now, the new for the Nuh Malik, you need to manually add the Nuh Malik to the home folder that you shared and give the path, and Nuh Malik will get a network shared drive automatically, allowing he will have access to the home folder. To check, you need to go to the home folder, and in the home folder you need to click this PC. As you see, the network share drive has already been created, which is great, right? But the only thing we need to check on home folder, because he's not admin user, right? We manually added him. He now he has to access, right? He has to access to the home folder because he's not admin user, but we manually added him. So let me type the path security hacker, and this is the path that I showed you earlier, which I right click on a home folder on this in the server, and properties sharing, and on the sharing there is a path that you can find a home folder on a client machine. Enter home folder. As you see, he got access. Normally got access to the his own folder. Let me click on this. He has access to this folder too, because why? Because I added him on the server to this folder. So if you go back to the user Nuh Malik, meet show one more time, he is not member of admin. So in a conclusion, first we created a username Emma Malik. Emma Malik, the manager told me she need a personal, she need permission for her personal drive. We simply created a home folder and we give a path to the user, and we created inside a home folder another drive folder named Malik, right? And since she was admin user, she got access to the folder. And then we created another user named Grace Malik, and let's say for the Grace Malik we did, he was not admin, right? And we give path, and when you log in path to the personal drive for Grace Malik, and when you log in as a Grace Malik on a Windows machine, Grace Malik was Grace Malik saw the network shared drive automatically has been created, but unfortunately Grace Malik was not able to have access to the home folder because home folder was shared as administrator only. So since Grace was not admin, he didn't have access to the home folder. Then I added him, Grace Malik, to the to the administrator, and he got access back to the home folder because he's administrator user, right? And then I created a no Malik. Let's say for the Grace Malik, I think I made him on the admin. I removed him a path. Since I removed him a path, he was able to access a home folder, but the network shared drive, you need to manually either create a manually, you need to create or you need to create a network shared drive manually, or you need to give a path to the Grace Malik. And in the third and last one, we create a no Malik. He's not admin user, and he's not admin user, right? We it is just normal user, but we manually added him to the home folder, and we give a path. And once we log in on a Windows machine, Nuh Malik saw that the map network shared drive has been automatically created for him, along with he is able to access to the home folder because we manually added him. And for the Grace Malik, he was only admin user, right? And we didn't give path, so he was able to have access to home folder as administrator privilege, but unfortunately he didn't have automatically a map network drive. You need to manually create it for him because you didn't specify path for him, right? And before the Grace Malik was an admin user, not admin user, but we gave a path. Since we gave a path, he got a network share drive automatically, but he wasn't able to have access to the home folder. So this is all for today. And thank you for watching and being with me. I hope you learned and enjoyed. I'll see you in next demo. Thank you and have a great day.